everyone, welcome back to my channel. I do appreciate you stopping by. So today we're redoing the review for The Wheel of Time, Episode 2. Now, I did my Episode 1 review the other day, so you might want to check that out. This is going to be a bit of a spoiler-free-ish review. If I get into any real spoilers, I will put up a spoiler warning across here. I don't think I'm going to in this review because it's only episode 2. So, but just be forewarned. And as I said for my first review of the first episode, I am coming from a viewpoint of never reading the books. So, everything that is my opinion is based off of the show itself and not, oh, the books did it this way, the show didn't, this is a problem, or vice versa. Alright, so episode 2. It's weird, I enjoyed episode 2 quite a bit. I'm not sure if I enjoyed it less or more than the first episode. There was less action, which is totally fine, because in this episode there's a lot more world building going on, a lot more stuff that's explained. You can tell they're really starting to set up various characters, and it makes you a lot more interested in these women who are, I don't want to use the term witches, but they're not like magical beings either. They're human, but they have power because they're able to tap into basically like the Force, if you will. I don't remember their name. It's something like Aes Sedai or Idice or I don't know. I'm sure I will get it proper by the time this series ends, but for now, I'm just gonna call them basically female Jedi. There was this whole part about when they join this group of women to become these female Jedi that they have to take this oath. And it was interesting because they put a different spin on it than I've ever read or seen in any other type of, fantasy type of thing. It's not that, like, you're not supposed to lie is one of the parts of the oath. There's 3 parts. Like, you're not supposed to kill, unless someone is in mortal danger. You're not supposed to lie. I don't remember the other one. Basically, it's not that you don't want to break these oaths and you're supposed to hold to it, but it's literally that you cannot. So when you take this oath, there must be some kind of binding magic or something that actually makes it impossible for you to break these 3 oaths that you have to take, which I found really interesting because I've never seen that or heard that kind of spin on taking an oath for something, because usually in shows, movies, or books, or whatever, or even in real life, when you take an oath, you're trying with the best of your ability to stay true to that oath, and that's always like a character issue because sometimes you want to break that oath, but you know you shouldn't, and either you do break it or you don't, and it's always like that battle inside. But for these female Jedi, these women, the Aes Sedai or whatever, they literally cannot break the oath because it's completely bound to them and they're bound to it. So I liked that. I like when stories give us something that we're used to, but they put a different spin on it. And so that really stuck out to me in this episode. I think the soundtrack is actually really good for the first 2 episodes that I've seen. There's a couple parts where, like, there's something weird in the soundtrack that almost sounds kind of unsettling. And I like that. I'm not totally sure why. Maybe as I watch the series, watch more episodes, I'll be able to understand why I like that so much. I can't really place why I do right now, but I just do. So maybe in a further review I'll actually discover for myself why I actually do like it, and then I can share that with you. Again, those like man-beast Trolloc things, they're so terrifying. It's awesome. I just love it. Like, they're huge, they're menacing, they're super violent. It's just, it's great. I love it. It's also developing that there's other communities of people that they're going to come across, and you can tell at the beginning of this episode there's something to do almost like during the Salem witch trials when they hunted down all the supposed witches and they burned them. This episode, so episode 2, kind of does almost like a little wink and a nod at that portion of actual history by kind of showing it in the show. So this is kind of minor spoilers, but it's at the very beginning, so it's not like huge. But there's this one guy who actually hunts down these female Jedi, and he cuts off their hands so they can't use their magical powers, and it covers their mouth, and then he burns them alive. So it was kind of interesting because I thought some of these people in this world look at these women as not these great beings, but also as like witches, you know? And so they want to extinguish that. So I found that interesting as well. Spoilers can go away. Another thing I liked about this episode, and when I was thinking about it, also the first episode, is the scenes that are filmed at night are very, I wouldn't say bright, but they're very easy on the eyes, and you don't have to like really focus to try and see what's going on. It's very clear, the lighting is perfect, and I think it worked great. And that's such a plus for a show or a movie when there are scenes at night and you can actually clearly see what's going on. Also, I love the opening credits. It's changed from the first episode to the second episode. I'm not exactly sure why, but they did change it, and I like watching it. I started watching the beginning of the third episode, and it gave me the option to skip the intro, and I didn't because I just like it. I think it's kind of cool. So those are my thoughts on episode 2. I'm probably going to watch episode 3 next, and I will hope to do a review for that. Do I recommend checking out the show? I'm only 2 episodes in, and I would definitely say check it out. Even if you don't like fantasy or you've never read the books for the Wheel of Time, it's good storytelling so far. It's entertaining, and I'm hoping and I'm thinking it's just going to get better as the show goes. What did you think? Leave some comments below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I've got a bunch of other video reviews, trailer reactions. I started a podcast. I also have a show that I'm trying to do. So yeah, check it out. I do appreciate you guys watching, and I am Aaron, and I hope to see you in... No, I don't, because I won't see you. You will see me. So I hope you see me in the next video. Alright, goodbye.